You won't see me again after this. The words linger in the air, heavy and irreversible. I knew this moment would come. I had rehearsed it in my mind 100 times. Told myself I was ready, but standing here now, looking at them, at everything I'm leaving behind, it feels different. More real. They don't know yet. Not fully. Not the weight of what I'm about to do. Not the reason why this goodbye is not like the others. They think I'll come back eventually, that this is just another one of my disappearing acts. But this time, I won't. The decision I can't take back. People like to believe in second chances. They convince themselves that there's always a way to fix things, to undo mistakes, to rewrite endings. But some things break beyond repair. Some choices carve a path so deep, there's no turning around. And this is one of them. I fought against this decision for as long as I could. I told myself there had to be another way, some way to stay, some way to fix what had already fallen apart. But the truth is, there isn't. There never was. That's why I have to leave. One last conversation. Their eyes search mine, looking for answers I can't give. They want an explanation, a reason that makes sense, a reassurance that this isn't forever. But I won't lie. I mean it. I say, my voice steady. You won't see me again after this. Their expression flickers, disbelief, shadowing their features. They don't want to believe me. Maybe they think this is some kind of emotional outburst, some dramatic declaration I'll take back tomorrow. But I won't, because I know what happens if I stay. I know what staying will cost me, and for once in my life, I choose myself. The weight of goodbye. A part of me wonders if I'll regret this, if there will be a night, weeks or months from now, where I sit alone in the dark and wish I had stayed. If I'll miss the sound of their laughter, the familiarity of their voice, the way things used to be before everything fell apart. Maybe not, but I know one thing for sure, whatever pain comes from leaving can't be worse than the pain of staying. And so, with one last look, I turn away. I take a step, then another. I don't wait for them to call my name. I don't turn around, because I meant every word. They won't see me again after this. I walk away without hesitation. But every step feels heavier than the last. The world around me blurs, as if my mind refuses to absorb what I'm leaving behind. The echoes of voices, distant and fading, barely reach me. I tell myself not to look back, not now, not ever, because if I do, I might stop, and stopping is not an option, not anymore. No more second guesses. I thought leaving would feel freeing, like finally breaking out of a cage I had spent too long inside. But instead there's an ache in my chest, a weight pressing down on me, reminding me that even the right decisions can hurt. But this isn't about what feels easy. It's about what needs to be done. I remind myself why I made this choice, why I had to walk away. The nights spent lying awake, the words left unspoken, the silent resentment building between us, like cracks in glass. It wasn't just one thing, it was everything. And when something is too broken, trying to hold on only makes the pieces cut deeper. Where do I go from here? The road ahead feels uncertain. A blank slate, a beginning and an ending wrapped into one. I have no plan, no clear destination, just the certainty that I can't go back. I reach into my pocket, fingers brushing against a small note I wrote to myself the night before. Just a few words, just a reminder. You don't owe anyone your pain. I close my eyes and take a breath. This is the first time in a long time that I'm doing something for myself. Not for them, not for the past, not out of guilt or obligation. Just for me. The final goodbye. The sun is setting now, casting long shadows behind me. I feel their presence in those shadows, like ghosts of what once was, lingering just out of reach. I wonder if they'll ever understand why I left, if they'll ever stop searching for reasons, stop trying to pull me back, or maybe they already know. Maybe they saw it coming long before I had the strength to say it. Either way, it doesn't matter. Because by the time the night falls, I will be nothing more than a memory to them. A story they tell themselves when they wonder what went wrong. And me, I will be somewhere new, somewhere unknown. And they will never see me again after this. The air is colder now, or maybe it just feels that way, because I've left warmth behind. Every step takes me farther from everything I once knew. The streets are quieter here, unfamiliar, but that's what I wanted, isn't it? To disappear. To start over where no one knows my name, where no one can ask me to stay. I don't check my phone. I don't need to. If there are messages, I won't read them. If they're calling, I won't answer. I made my decision the moment I walked away. This time I mean it. The last thread holding me back. There's always that small part of the mind that clings to the past, that whispers, what if? What if I had waited longer? What if I had tried harder? What if I had given one last explanation before leaving? But I already know the answer. It wouldn't have changed anything. People always want closure, but the truth is, some endings don't come with neat explanations. Some goodbyes aren't about one final conversation, one last embrace. Sometimes the only way to let go is to leave without looking back. And that's exactly what I've done. A city that doesn't know me. The streets stretch ahead like an unwritten page, each turn offering a new direction, a new possibility. No one here knows who I am. No one here cares where I came from. I could be anyone. I could rebuild myself from the ground up, become someone entirely different if I choose to. That thought should terrify me. Instead, it feels like relief. I check into a small motel, the kind where no one asks questions, the kind of place where people go when they don't want to be found. The room is simple, barely furnished, but it's enough. It's mine, and that's all that matters now. I set my bag down and sit on the edge of the bed, my heart still catching up with the weight of what I've done. It hits me all at once. This isn't just a temporary escape. I'm not coming back. The name I'm leaving behind the name is a strange thing. It follows you everywhere, stitched into your existence. But what happens when you abandon it? When you strip yourself of the past and step into the unknown? I let the question linger in my mind, knowing that soon I'll have to decide, will I still be the same person tomorrow? Or will I let go of the name, the identity, the story that tied me to everything I left behind? I don't have the answer yet, but one thing is certain, they won't see me again after this. The night settles in, stretching long and quiet over the unfamiliar city. I sit by the motel window, watching the world move on without me. Cars hum along the road. Neon lights flicker from passing storefronts, and strangers walk by with no idea who I am. It's a strange feeling to be somewhere no one expects you to be. To exist without ties, without obligations, without the weight of who you used to be pressing down on you. For the first time in a long time, I am just a person. No history, no expectations. And yet my thoughts keep circling back to what I left behind. What happens to the people we leave? I wonder if they've noticed I'm gone yet. If they're calling, asking questions, trying to piece together where I went and why. Maybe they're angry. Maybe they're relieved. Maybe they don't care as much as I thought they would. But does it even matter? I made my choice. I didn't leave room for second guesses. Still, the past has a way of clawing its way into the present, of whispering doubts when you think you've silenced them for good. Did I do the right thing? The thought lingers longer than I wanted to. One last reminder, I get up and walk to the small motel desk, where my bag sits half open. I rummage through it until I find the folded paper at the bottom, the one I wrote before I left. A reminder. I unfold it slowly, letting my eyes trace over the words. You are not responsible for staying where you no longer belong. I close my eyes and exhale. That's the truth I have to hold on to. That's the reason I walked away. Not because it was easy, not because I wanted to hurt anyone, but because I could no longer force myself to fit into a place that had already let me go. I refold the note and tuck it into my pocket. Some things are worth remembering. Tomorrow is the first day of the rest of my life. The bed creaks slightly as I sit back down, exhaustion weighing on me in a way I haven't felt in years. Not from running, not from fear, but from the release of it all. Tomorrow I wake up as someone new. Tomorrow I step into a world that doesn't expect anything from me. Tomorrow I begin again, and whatever happens from here, one thing remains certain. They won't see me again after this. Morning arrives in quiet shades of gray, the kind of dawn that doesn't announce itself with bright colors or warmth. It simply exists, stretching across the sky like an unspoken truth. I sit on the edge of the motel bed, my hands resting on my knees, staring at the bare wall in front of me. The weight of everything I left behind hasn't lifted. It lingers, like an old habit, refusing to let go, but I don't regret it. I can't, because regret means doubt, and doubt leads back to the life I chose to walk away from. And that's not an option. Not anymore. A new identity. A new beginning. I don't have a plan. No carefully thought out next steps. No grand reinvention. Just the clothes on my back, the money in my pocket, and the unwavering knowledge that I cannot go back. I grab my bag and step out into the cool morning air. The city is waking up around me. Cars rolling down the street. Shop owners pulling up their metal shutters. Strangers passing each other without a second glance. No one here knows my name. That thought alone feels like freedom. But anonymity isn't enough. I need to become someone else. Letting go of the past, one piece at a time. I find a small cafe on the corner, the kind of place where people come and go without notice. I slip into a seat by the window, order a coffee, and pull out the only thing that still ties me to the past, my ID. The name on it stares back at me, a name that belonged to a person I no longer recognize. A person who stayed longer than they should have. A person who gave too many second chances. A person who lost themselves trying to be what others needed them to be. I run my thumb over the edge of the card, debating, and then without hesitation, I slide it under my coffee cup. I leave it behind when I walk out the door. One step further away, the city stretches ahead, unfamiliar and full of possibility. I don't know where I'll go next. Maybe I'll take a bus, maybe I'll pick a direction and just start walking. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that every step takes me further from who I was yesterday, because I meant it. They won't see me again after this.